shots, open looks, spots where I know that I can make them. Since they was in the zone, we just happened to overload the side, and the two bigs happened to screen on the top two, which gave me an open look in both possessions.
Darius, talk about just getting that first conference win, starting things off properly in conference.
Oh yeah, that was a huge win for us. I think losing, last game with Vanderbilt, coming out, in the new year with a big conference win against a team like West Virginia. It's huge for us. I think it's going to get us our momentum going. It's going to prepare us for the next couple of games that we have.
You mentioned the Vandy loss. Well, you've had 3 other ones, including that one that have been, one possession games. Pulling out a game late, what can that help you as this thing goes?
I think the last 4 games that we have lost, the one possession games we have learned from, and that showed tonight. We did a good job on the defensive end in the closing minutes of the game, and we rebounded the ball well. I thought we just did an overall good job in learning from our mistakes from the last couple of games and coming out prepared and being ready to play a team such as West Virginia.
What was the difference today? That that one possession difference. It's so subtle. Well, from your take on the court, what was it?
It can be a variety of things. In games, in one possession games, a lot of things can happen in one possession. So I think it's mostly mental toughness. Knowing that your guys have your back on the defensive end. Just being disciplined is what we did today. And I think, in the last couple of weeks we've been learning how to be a more disciplined team and learning how to get better as individuals and as teammates, which helped us on the court tonight and helped us, close out the last minutes of this game.
You've said tonight a few times, but what was the 10 a.m. tip-off like as far as preparation differences or just kind of being up and playing an actual game, first conference game this early?
Getting up that ain't really no difference to us because we usually have to get up 5:15 early in the morning. But I think we just came out with more energy today. We knew that we needed to have this game to start it off right in the conference, and the guys, mentally prepared. We got a lot of rest. We were just focused and ready to play.
Is it beneficial being the home team in a situation like that so early, or do you look at it that way?
At the end of the day, you just got to come out and play. West Virginia did a good job, staying close with us. They're a real good team. Final 14 last year, got a lot of guys returning. So, you just got to come out and play.
You feel like you're at your best when you're hitting shots down the stretch. You had 12 points in a row at one point. So, is that when you're at your best?
I think I can help the team in a variety of ways as far as shots, but also, guarding guarding players like Chuck Bryan. He had an awesome game tonight, and the last 2 possessions I was locked in on him. I think, which helped us, get those last 2 stops and get the boards by Jimmy, Jay, or whoever.
Talk about Jay's game.
Jay was unbelievable tonight. I think he was like 12 or 14 from the field. He just played with a lot of emotion tonight. A lot of guys, I guess, they didn't really understand, his skill set, or how he was able to, do so many things around the basket. But he played a tremendous game for us tonight, and I think that's going to help our team a lot.
Just Big East, that speaks for itself. It's a different season for us. I looked at it as a different season for myself as well. That's the way we looked at it coming into the game.
Jay, there's a lot of big stats on here on your page, 29 points, 12 or 14. But how was the 39 minutes on the floor? You barely left.
At the time, you don't think about it. Yeah. But when the clock hits 0:00, you're exhausted. I enjoyed it. I let my emotions drive me when I got winded at times, and just got over that hump and kept playing with a lot of emotion and kept playing with energy.
Making it difficult for coach to find a way to take you out, it would seem.
Exactly. No player wants to get taken out the game. Everybody wants to stay on the floor, so that's what I want to do.
Jay, do you feel like this is becoming your team a little bit? I know it might be hard for you to admit that as a new guy coming in, but just talk about your leadership, and do you think that this maybe is becoming your team a little bit?
When you look at the energy aspect of the game for our team, I want to be the leader of that category, if I can say that. As a team, being the leader of the team, I just want to be a leader in every day, at practice, and in games and stuff like that. So I don't know if it's my team. I don't know if I have the right to say that, but I want to be a part of it. And I want to be a main focus of the team. So,
Jay, is this what you envisioned when you thought about making the jump up to this level, this kind of performance?
Of course, everybody does. And that's what the expectation was for me coming into the game, coming into this season. They were very high at times, so very stressful at times, but it helps you keep working, and being focused.
What was stressful? What was the hardest part of getting to where you are now?
Seeing I'm going to match up against other guys every night, knowing they're going to be sometimes bigger, but I know what I can do, and I know my teammates believe in me, and I just got to get the job done.
Aside from the team aspect, of course, getting the win and everything like that, statistically, individually, what are you most proud of? 12 of 14, 5 offensive rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals, the 29 points. I mean, is there a single statistic that, as an individual, you're going to look back on when you watch the film and just be most?
Two things that I looked at that stood out to me was the rebounds, the offensive rebounds, and the 4 steals. Because I know one came real late in a critical time, but I'm very proud of myself for that, for the 4 steals that came, and the one that came in very late. That just showed my team that I was locked in on the defensive end and ready to play.
What did it mean to out-rebound them by 10 today?
A lot, because all in the media you hear they're one of the physical teams in the Big East, one of the most physical teams. So that's what they do well as well. That's what they do. They're an offensive rebounding team and stuff like that. And limited them to 2, I think, or 2 in the second half, something like that, was outstanding for our group of guys.
Same ref that got you on that intentional foul down at Vandy, I think, you called the one, and you were on the flip side of that today. Just kind of, did that hit you at all at that point?
Mine was a little different. I still plead the fifth on mine. I don't think I did anything wrong. He held me when I had the ball, so a little different, I think.
You guys, all your losses have been close ones. You win a close one. What's the difference in end of gameplay? What can you take from this game?
We just all the time we had lost the close ones. We was learning at the time, learning from all those critical losses that we took, the 4 losses that we took. We just learned from them. I think that's the best thing we could do as a team, and I think it's going to help us real late in the season in Big East play. Just learning from those losses that we took, and making ourselves better.
What did you learn?
We learned that you have to play every possession counts. You can't take a possession off. For the new guys, it's hard to adjust to for guys like Vander. But I think he's coming along, and I feel like we learned that at the end of the game, you have to get a shot up. We've been practicing on that. We've been practicing on situations, things like that. So I think we're getting better, and when that time comes again, if that time ever comes again, we'll be better.
You were working on that situation more recently, coming into this game with more focus, coming into this game.
Of course, you have to, because that's one of the things that stood out in those losses that we took. Different situations, us being down by 1, things like that.